Welcome to a special edition of The Observers. It's our 400th show today, and we're going to give you an idea of how we work with our observers. Now, The Observers is us, the journalists who work here in Paris, but it's also, above all, the guys behind them, the observers on the wall, who send in information and images from all around the world. Our job is to check what they send in and get it ready for publication on our site and in our shows. Maïva Poulet is going to tell us how it works.
We get dozens of messages every day via Facebook, WhatsApp and email. We sort through them, looking for topics that will be good for our website or for our TV show. There are 3 criteria. First off, we look for stories that have a strong visual element. We need to have photos and videos to illustrate what our observers tell us. We also need to be able to authenticate the images, make sure that we know who shot them, where they were shot and when, the exact date if possible. Finally, the issue must tell us something interesting about the community or the region or the country concerned. Here you can see a good example. Messages sent in by Eliezer. He's one of our observers in the Democratic Republic of Congo. He wanted to tell us about children living rough in the streets of his hometown, Goma. He told us that the kids live by begging and don't go to school. He went out and talked to them and took photos and videos. Here are some of the images he sent. Our job is to select the best images for a piece for the TV show. We also interviewed Eliezer via Skype. Let's take a listen.
Vous pouvez expliquer du coup pourquoi vous avez envoyé ces images à la rédaction des Observateurs de France 24?
J'ai envoyé ces images à la rédaction de France 24 parce que j'ai trouvé ceci un moyen de faire atteindre la voix des enfants de l'Est.
Cette interview, comme on peut le voir,
The interview took about 28 minutes. We then edit it down to the essentials to make a report that is just 1 minute and 15 seconds.
So let's see how the piece turned out. Here is Eliezer, a law student from Goma in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Lots of the children I come across come from families who have fled their homes, from zones where there's ongoing conflict between different communities. There's no way for them to fit into everyday society. They don't go to school. They end up getting exploited. Here in Goma, we have major water shortages. Restaurant owners pay the street kids to go fetch water from wells. Some kids end up pushing carts for local vendors. Lots of them sleep rough. The other day, I came across 4 kids sleeping on the street. Some sleep in storm drains, which can be dangerous when it rains. I talk to the kids, I ask them questions. Lots of them tell me it's hard when we see other kids going to school and we're on the streets begging. These kids have a sense that they're suffering from a form of social injustice. I'm worried about the future of these kids. There's regular fighting in our region, and when they're older, if they grow up without any attention, they could be recruited by militia groups or criminal gangs. That will be bad for the future of the country, for any chance we have of peace and stability.